you've never been unreachable. Every time I've actually needed your help with something, asked you for
Fair.
help, you've been available, you've given me the help. So really
That means a
appreciate
lot,
that.
man.
I remember my sister being like, what are you doing, bro? Are you drug dealing? Are you a gigolo? You have the most clear videos in the market. Yeah,
You
for
were,
sure.
you were, bro. You were a millionaire in South Africa when you make that amount of money.
A coaching offer is pretty easy to scale.
So today I'm here with one of my clients, Regan, and today I'm going to talk about a very interesting thing. And this video will become very valuable to most of you guys because Regan, do you want to do a little introduction for the people here that are watching this video?
Yeah, what's up, guys? So my name is Regan. Started working with Nick at the time, and I had like a lot of mindset blocks and stuff. Was struggling to get clients. I was struggling with like my offer, my messaging, everything. I think it was at the time Nick was working with like a bunch of appointment setters. One of them reached out to me and basically told me about the offer. I became interested and then kind of reached out and actually ended up working with Nick. So far, it's been a pretty amazing experience and actually got that offer to 6K a month. Yeah, basically, we've gotten to that point now and been an awesome journey.
Bro. I love the results. I love the results. What do you think about? I was talking about it with a lot of people within my audience about like the consulting, like the coaching market. How do you think like that market has been operating in like the last 12 months? Because so many people are pivoting from like a traditional SMMA going into like serving coaches and consultants because yeah, there's just been way more opportunity. How have you seen like success within that range?
Yeah, so it's pretty interesting. Like a coaching offer is pretty easy to scale. Like within like agency space and everything where you have to have the retainer model, I find that it's really difficult to actually get them to scale because you have to get people to pay that amount recurring over and over again. Whereas with a coaching offer, if you set it up correctly, you've got a good offer in place, you actually know who you're targeting, you know how to solve the problems at the right time, then it can be extremely valuable for them. So yeah, like coaching offer, it's pretty easy to scale from like 10K a month up and above. And I think Nick's offer is actually perfect for that kind of market at the moment.
That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Like I've seen the most success and most of my clients' success as well within like the coaching consulting market because selling information is just probably one of the best business models there is. SMM is the right way, but most people just sell these 1 to 2K on the retainers. And in my opinion, with my experience, it hasn't been great success for most people. That's why they pivot, and that's with you as well.
Yeah.
What was your, tell me more about your background. How do you get started? Where are you from and how do you get started? I know you're from, the old, when you
Yeah,
said
for sure.
mother city.
Yeah, so I'm actually from South Africa. So yeah, it was pretty interesting, and I wanted to talk about this, like going into working with Nick. My mindset was screwed up, bro. Like if anybody's from South Africa and like they grew up in not the best conditions, they would relate with this. Like people's mindsets in that country around money and around success and everything is absolutely terrible. Like I remember when I wanted to get started with Nick and like he told me an amount, like that's more money than I've ever paid for something in my life. But it honestly seemed like it was a good offer. So I was able to actually put it together and
Scale
like
it.
working with Nick. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, you were a millionaire in South Africa when you make that amount of money. Almost like to live in South Africa, it's not that expensive, right? Like I'm coming back
Yeah,
like January, December because everybody goes to Cape Town all the time. Um,
yeah.
oh, that's very interesting. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. When it comes down to specifically, like what was the business state before you started working with me? Like what were the struggles you were facing, as well as for the viewers? Like you probably we're struggling with a lot of things that a lot of people right now are struggling with.
Yeah, so it's a lot to do with like the offer and the back end thing. So like a lot of people can relate to this. It's pretty confusing figuring out how to create an offer. Like everybody's read Alex Hormozi's book, everybody's read the whole value over
Everybody got a lot
time
of
delay and
information.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it got a lot of information, but how do you actually implement it? Like, I could not figure out how to hone that offer in. And since working with Nick, he's given me a ton of clarity on how to actually do that. So it's like actually solving the problems that need to be solved at the right time. Like that little sentence in and of itself helped me so much, where you solve the problem at the right time. Like you're not trying to
Exactly.
sell all the time. You're just entering the market where you sell something at the right time to the right person. and that makes business a ton easier. And yeah, like before I started working with Nick, it was frustrating in the business because I couldn't get that offer right, and I couldn't actually figure out how to sell it, or not how to sell it, but who to sell it to.
Exactly.
Like actually honing that in and being able to target people, being able to do it with content, do it with the outreach, do it with the whole system in general, but actually know who you're targeting. Like
Fair, man.
Nick helped me a lot with that clarity.
How would you say we went about solving like these problems? So like what I said, offer, messaging, fulfillment, acquisition. How did we go about solving these, and how could you just fucking whatever 5-10x the business within a very short time span by just implementing the right things, taking the right action steps, and making the right decisions?
Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it, right? Getting clarity on what you actually need to do and putting the energy into the right stuff. Because I remember that program went through it, and just the videos and the way that you say everything, it makes it so clear. Like you can go and people watch a bunch of different videos on YouTube and everything. Like you have the most clear videos in the market. Everything that you say makes it easy to understand because you can go and watch a bunch of business videos, watch a bunch of course material. You can go and watch different expensive ass programs. Like it doesn't make sense. When Nick explains it, it makes sense.
Fair, bro. I like that a
So,
lot. I like that a lot. Like clarity is very important because the main struggle people have right now is on clarity, right? Like they have
mm,
hundreds of opportunities, so they need to pick one of these opportunities. And
yeah,
that is a big struggle for a lot of people that you know that we are operating with right now, that are hopping on calls with me, that want mentorship from me, that potentially even want to work with you, right? People that want to work
mm,
with people like us. It's just like they have so much unclarity about what they want because too many opportunities are being presented to them. The more
yeah,
opportunities you give people, the harder it is to choose. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it's
It's like
crazy.
fucking information overload, like crazy.
Yes, absolutely. That is absolutely the case. When it comes down to the feeling of getting your first big win, how did that felt? Like how did that go? Like your first whatever 2, 3, 5K sale.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy because the biggest client that I had was a 3K a month retainer. So, like in South Africa,
It's
that amount of
crazy.
money per
That
month
is.
from one client,
How much
bro.
rand is that? Like that's like 20 like 60K rand, or am I calculating wrong? Is it like
No,
a times
no,
20, right?
about times 20, yeah. So it was about 60,000 rand a month.
That is
Like,
crazy. As a
if
retainer,
you,
imagine. Oh, that's crazy.
yeah, from one client, it's like that is insanity, bro. Like most people's salaries in South Africa will not reach
I have
60,000
another
rand a month.
client, Andrew. Like, you know Andrew and Quinton. Maybe you know
Andrew.
Andrew. I have a couple clients out of South Africa.
Yeah.
Like Andrew is a guy is making like 35K in USD per month. I have a testimonial with
That's
him on my
crazy.
page as well. He's from South Africa. 35K, bro. That's like a couple. Is that a mil rand? It's
I
like
don't know, something ridiculous
six,
like
seven
that.
hundred thousand rand per month. Then you're
Yeah,
like
something ridiculous like
falling
that.
there. Yeah, bro. Now,
Yeah,
like
man.
South Africa is one of the nicest places personally I've been to my entire life. You know, for you it's really normal. What would you say to the people that are willing to go to South Africa? They should come with us in December, Jan.
Yeah, for sure. Like Cape Town is beautiful. It's a beautiful place to go to. Don't go there in winter, obviously.
No,
But
but like it's
yeah,
different. To make sure that we set that right for the people, you should go in December, January, when it's winter for us in Europe. You know,
yeah,
they confuse
100%,
that. You know.
100%. Yeah, for sure. Like, bro, Cape Town is amazing, especially for like international entrepreneurs to go to, because there's a very big tourism market in it. So, like, if you're in the right spaces, it's absolutely amazing. Like, I think you went to a place in like Clifton or something the last time you
Yeah,
visited.
yeah,
Is that
Clifton. It
right?
was a what is it? Green Bay, Clifton. It was these places. Yeah, how Hood Bay, how Bay. It's like all Dutch
Yeah,
names. It's Dutch names. Now, like
yeah,
Cape
for
Town is
sure.
fucking amazing. I have a lot of content there. It's one of the best experiences in my life going to Cape Town, to be honest. And I will go back for
Yeah,
sure whenever I get the
yeah,
chance, whenever I have
for sure.
the freedom to, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you say are places that you've been to after you made more money with the business, you scaled the business in the last couple of months, in the last year?
Yeah, so I've done quite a little bit of traveling. So within Cape Town, I was doing quite a lot, like actually going to places in Clifton. Like I remember when I sent a picture, I was like sending a picture to my family group from the like hotel that I was staying in Clifton, like this nice sunset view overlooking the ocean and everything. And I remember my sister being like, "What are you doing, bro? Are you drug dealing? Are you a gigolo? What are you doing?" It's like, what's the secret life of Regan? But you know, like this stuff can really change your life. And yeah, it's like Cape Town, if you are earning in dollars and whatever, it's actually pretty cheap to stay there and actually have
It
amazing
is.
experiences.
Wow. It is. I have a lot of people that live there for a long time. That's very interesting. I like that story, man. We'll definitely see each other in Cape Town. It was
For sure.
amazing there. It was very nice. What would you say to people specifically right now that are in a similar situation? They're stuck. They want to travel. They want to make fucking 5, 10, 15, potentially 50K a month online. You know, you're gonna get to that point soon. Like, what do you want to say to these people specifically right now?
This is a very cliche thing to say, but don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Like, I've thought for the longest time that I've heard people say this before, that you should invest in yourself. I thought for the longest time that that's just an excuse that people trying to sell something say to get people to want to buy their stuff. Like, it's not, bro. Investing in yourself is life changing. I remember even when I started out with Nick, as soon as I put down that payment, it was unnervingly weird. I had people that I've been chatting to for a while that were potentially going to become clients, but they didn't become clients for the longest time. And then once I actually put down that payments and started working with Nick, like just out of nowhere, the people started becoming clients. I don't know, like you talked about this a little bit in one of your recent videos, like the whole energy, frequency, vibration thing, starting to kind of get into it. It's like once you get onto that right frequency, then stuff just starts going right in your life.
It starts to click. The energy is set
Yeah.
right, the actions are right, the decisions are right. You work with a mentor that holds you accountable, that gives you communication, and you succeed. It's physically impossible not to lose. You know, you just win. I like that a lot. What did you like the most about working with me, about the program, the entire environment, would you say?
So there's a couple of things, but the main thing is simplicity. I keep coming back to this. It's simple. You take something that is supposedly complex and you make it very simple. Like even like it kind of works in your favor. And you got like a couple of things that you say I've heard nobody else say, like content assets. It just makes it hit home and makes it like unique and different. And just the difference in the approach that you've had versus other people, I think has helped such a ton. And also, like a lot of people, when they start succeeding and hitting big numbers, they become like unreachable almost. You've never been unreachable. Every time I've actually needed your help with something, asked you for help, you've been available, you've given me the help. So really appreciate that.
That means a lot, bro. It means a lot. Like, I feel like communication with clients is priority. Like when you communicate with your clients, that's what you do as well. That's what I do. That's what all my clients do. That's what I prioritize in telling them to do, because like life just becomes so easy when communication is right. When the communication is easy, life becomes easy. No matter if you're struggling, no matter if you're doing perfect, no matter if you're winning, no matter whatever situation, communication solves problems.
No doubt.
You know, it has been very easy. It has been very easy. What will you say to people that are potentially thinking of working with me right now?
Just start, to be honest. Like I don't think anybody can really go wrong with you, because you seem to be able to help pretty much everybody. Like no matter what problems they're facing, you have a way of overcoming the problems, getting them clarity on how
when
to
they're in my
overcome
niche
them.
though, you know, when they're kind of like in the online market, you know.
Yeah.
For sure. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. I like that, man. I like that a lot. I appreciate the time that you took to be here today and explain your situation. Do you have any last advice that you would give anybody here? One last simple sentence that you would say that will help a lot of other people that are watching this video.
Watch Nick's YouTube videos, all of them.
Facts, bro. That's very good. That's very valuable.
Chairman. Yeah, there was this one sentence that you said which changed everything for me, which was people don't buy your product, they buy your energy. Like
yes,
being in somebody's energy, like being in Nick's energy,
just drags
whatever
you
he
to
charges.
Situation. That's true. That's same with mentors that I have, or let's say I want to, you know, I have a fitness coach. I can get help from that person here in the Netherlands, bro. You just get dragged into that fucking energy. You want this. You want to achieve the same shit. I think by the end of the year, your goal should be to get at least 50,000 a month in cash collected.
50,000 a month. See, this is why I like your mindset, bro. Like,
of course, bro. That's
easy stuff.
We're gonna achieve that,
for
bro.
sure.
There's no chance we wouldn't.
100%, bro. Looking forward to it.
I appreciate your time, man.
Awesome, bro. I appreciate you having me on here.